All right, guys. Hi, everybody. So, tonight, our conversation is going to be all around social media and consistency. And we're going to talk later on after this call a little bit about some tools that Christy and I have been using. But mostly, we want to give you guys some ideas behind this other piece of Arbonne. So right now, obviously, we've got a lot of really awesome stuff going on. We've got, I don't know if you know this or if maybe you forgot, but it is Power to DM this month. So district manager's only 3,500. Normally it's 6 grand. It's normally 6 grand, and they're doing it for 3,500 right now. So you might want to get on that. If you're a consultant, and you bump up to district, you're giving yourself an 8% pay raise. Like an 8% pay raise. So if you are already a district manager, you might be thinking, oh no, I'm already done with that. Like, that's fine. It's your job to really teach your people why it's important. So really talk with them, share with them. I have a gal I just reached out to who was a district like 10 years ago. Had promoted to district, didn't stick with it, but still has a pretty consistent business, and she's always kind of in district qual. And so we keep in conversation about that. And I just looked at her sales. She's at like 2,500 right now. And so I messaged her. I was like, hey, sister, don't know if you know this, but you're like 3 kits away from finishing district. She had no idea. She had no clue. And she was so thankful I reached out to her. So don't be afraid to be an independent consultant that supports their team. Okay. I know that sounds weird to say, but sometimes we feel nervous to tell people stuff that you're like, oh, I don't want to be pushy. Well, guess what? If you have that thought, you're not going to be pushy. Okay. Our job is to share and be that voice of reason for people and let them know, like, hey, this is smart for you. You're going to get a huge pay raise. Like, you can do it. So people need to hear that from you. Okay. So 3,500 between now and the end of the month. If you are brand new and you started today, you can hit district manager by the end of the month. I had 2 gals actually in my, well, actually I've had more than that, but 2 direct to me. My first 2 district managers both did the full 6,000 in 1 month. They did it actually in 22 days. And they just did it by having 2 presentations a week and 2 one-on-ones a week, which is our whole system that we've always had. Well, now it is a little bit different. We have some other tools, and that's what we're going to really focus on today. The bread and butter is talking to people in person that you meet. That is the bread and butter of what we do. We really focus on getting out, expanding our network, and meeting new people. How I built my business was I took the handful of people I knew, I asked them to host for me, and then I had events, and then I would meet new people through them, and I would ask those new people to host for me. And it just kept going like that. And I was very intentional. I was extremely intentional. That's the difference in like feeling like you're kind of working your business and like being intentionally working your business. And that same thing goes for social media. We're going to show you this stuff. It's real easy to go down the rabbit hole, get distracted, spend a whole lot of time curating this social media presence and end up not doing anything. It's the same with in-person stuff. I am so in on the in-person stuff for Arbonne that I am building this whole entire trampoline thing around meeting people for my Arbonne business. And Christy and I want to show you how to do that without having to spend, I don't know, it's been about 20 grand in the last couple of months that I've put into this business so far. That doesn't count my car, doesn't count the fact that I'm about to get a trailer, doesn't count. I'm looking at spaces to expand my gym to. That's not going to count like my office space, my all that 20 grand. Or we can be smart about our Arbonne business. Or we can be smart about how we share on social media. Or we can be smart about our calendar and our schedule and really do the regular system. A lot of times we fight it, and we think that there's like this, greener pastures. I'm telling you, the best way to be, I wouldn't be able to be building what I'm building right now with my fitness stuff if it weren't for the tools I have with Arbonne. So we're going to show you what we've been working on. This is not like, oh, we just thought of an idea. Christy and I have been working on this forever. We've been watching some of the top leaders for years, kind of too long, but that's how we want it. We're not going to bring stuff to you guys that's like we heard about this one time. Like, this is what's dialed. We're going to show you what we've been doing. We're going to show you a little bit. We're going to show you more details later, but we're going to really hone in on the social media side of things. And we're going to get rolling with it now. Christy, I'm going to share my screen. So I'm just going to do that presentation, right? That one Canva presentation.
Yes, you guys, so many of us, sometimes we'll post on social media and we think that that's working. This is like literally a step-by-step checklist for anybody who's brand new. But if you haven't done it like this, or you kind of want to start over and use this as like a little template for the next 7 days and beyond, you can literally plug yourself into this exact system on social media and go from there. And so if you want to go to the next slide, so this is the 14-day guide. So like literally we can rock and roll. So introduction, the whole point of selling online is you have a huge audience. There is no limit to the amount of people that you can talk to. You can do it from home. You can do it from your car. You can do it from the bathroom stall at your office, right? So the great thing is this gives us access to more people in a short amount of time. Now, granted, that doesn't take away the in-person stuff. Like Sabrina said, we do a combination of both, but why the heck not learn how to be really good at this part too, so that you can have that bigger net. So go ahead and take that next slide. So week 1, foundations and setup. So what we want to make sure, and you can go to the next slide, it actually says day 1, set up. So if you want to track this and do day 1 through day 14, you absolutely can. But day 1, basically says change your socials so that it says who you are at the top. Change your bios. Put like what you're about, what's your favorite things, like what are people going to learn and know about you when they come to your page. So this is like either what you're good at, what your passions are. And you guys, it doesn't have to be Arbonne. I actually don't say Arbonne VP in my bio, not because I'm embarrassed or don't want to. It's just I am a health and wellness advocate. I am an autoimmune recoverer, whatever. I'm a mom of 6. I'm a Jesus lover, whatever. Like all of these things, those are really truly who I am. And because I'm a wellness advocate, Arbonne is perfect for me, right? And so change that up, put that in your bio. Definitely go to Sabrina's website and check out her little links too. You can check out those links. There is a company called Linktree, and there's also a company called Milkshake that you can get free. I guess you would call them like dual and triple links, meaning
Yeah.
it's one link that you click and it has multiple links people can go to. So those are free. You can get those and you can literally take that link and put it in your bio. So if you do have anything currently right now, like a third space we've talked about before, you can also put your Arbonne links. You could even put like your favorite products and then your 30-day and then your 7-day and then your makeup and then your hair care. But if you are a psychologist, you could put like book with me from one of my appointments. If you have a trampoline business, book a trampoline class or talk to me about trampolines. So you can do that right there in that bio. So that's day 1. So if you haven't done that already, go ahead and do that. If you have, fantastic. Day 2, and I'll kind of just do this slide, and Sabrina, if you want to go back and forth after this one, we can do it like that. So day 2, you want to basically post things that you're like post your journey, but you don't have to talk about the brand. This says don't talk about the brand because you're creating curiosity. We are not afraid of Arbonne. I love Arbonne to death, but you know what? Some people are going to listen better when they hear why you wanted to join something or what you were struggling with. So on this side, you can see this person said, I remember lying in bed exhausted before the day had even started, right? I was trying to keep up with the kids in the house and everything seemed super crazy and blah, 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 blah. I'm looking at this new chapter. I'm so energized. I'm so excited. You can also do this with the 30-day or the 7-day. I've gained so much energy. I can't believe how I feel, blah, 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 right? People are going to be like, wait, what you got going on, girl? What kind of secret are you holding on to that you're not telling me? So creating curiosity. And if you haven't done that, you guys, I do this a lot. So I do this over and over and over on my social media. All right, go ahead, Sabrina. You can take away the next slide.
I don't know if I can get it to go. I changed my view and now I can't get it. Where are you? Can you guys still see my page? You can, right?
Yeah, we can see day 1 and day 2 still.
Huh. Look
All
at me all
right.
tech savvy. Hold on, I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
sharing and then reshare.
The great thing about Arbonne, you guys, and if you haven't noticed this from Sabrina and I, if you follow me, I'm the worst at grammar and spelling. I'm literally horrible. And technology is not my friend. And Sabrina and I struggle all the time with
Oh,
technology. It's one of the reasons why we want to get automation going on
yeah,
because
we're
I
getting
need
better and
help,
better, baby, every day.
right?
Every day. I love
You
it.
got it. You got day 3, day 4 up.
Yeah. So day three, day four, and I like good checklists like this. Like this is, and you don't have to follow this to a T, but I hear all the time, people, I don't really know what to, but here you go, follow this. So I really like the idea of following your 20 ideal audience members. So watching who you, not just your audience, but like people you want to work with. Like who are you following right now? Are you engaging with them? Like having those conversations. That's just as much social as in person. So are you being intentional? Not just I'm not just talking about like hearting things. I'm talking about actually building rapport with people. Go and do that. Find 20 of your people. Maybe it's some of your PCs, even, or some people that you want to have as PCs. Go and see what they're up to. Go talk to them about it. Super easy. Showing up on your stories. I think people are pretty good about this, but it's the consistency side. The consistency side. So I want you to, on day four, I want you to show up on your story and actually introduce yourself. Give some three random facts. Like if you're thinking, I don't know what I'm going to say, there you go. Three random facts. Day five, create a product post. It doesn't have to look this picture. This is not what I would recommend. I don't recommend a picture like that. I am a big fan of people in the picture. I'm a big fan of it being like real and raw. You can make them pretty if you want to, but if that's not your aesthetic, on your account, don't do that. Mine's not. Go look at mine. Mine's a mess. Okay. And if I start posting like pictures like this, people are gonna be like, what's this? Right? Make it be put together, but also like make it real, make it you. So day five, pick your favorite thing and look at this. This doesn't have to be all, well, it does all, digestive enzymes that, no, I love it. I never get enough greens. I want more greens in my life, and this helps me. Like super duper easy, okay? Day six, go for it, Christy.
Really in general, that picture of the matcha or the greens, it looks like it was the greens. You
Yeah.
can stick that on your story, you guys, and write stuff on the side of it. I
Hmm.
feel like that kind of picture is a great story picture. But if you noticing through all these examples, and we can absolutely get this little slideshow to you guys so you have it as a checklist, is really telling people a story. Telling people a story of I was exhausted and then I blah blah blah. I'm so excited because I finally blah 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 blah, right? I didn't get my greens every day and so blah blah blah, this helps me so much. And people want to relate to that. So day 6, post a reel, you guys. I was talking about this a couple weeks ago, taking a trendy song and share a simple tip. You guys, I have noticed, and I'm giving you some insider information right now because I really feel like I've figured this little part out, is if you post a short reel that's very simple with one message, not a bunch of changing words, one simple message that people can read that is totally generic. See how it says keep the audit, keep it short, engaging, and relatable. So generic. So it doesn't say like Arbonne blah. I definitely do those too, but I've done a couple like this, you guys, and they all freaking go bananas. Like this last one that I posted today already has 6 shares and like 3,000 views, which doesn't seem like a ton, but I feel like that's a ton. And the one I made that I told you guys about a couple weeks ago on my first day, I was somewhere where I am right now, and that reel has over 120,000 views on it now. That reel got me 388 new followers. All right. So, like, this stuff is a big freaking deal. So, a lot of us don't take this seriously. What we do is we just post junk and stuff. And when I say junk, like random product photos on stories, and we call that a day. You guys, you got to have your bio straight. You got to engage with people that you want to work with. You want to be showing up on your stories. Be relatable, be yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, actually, the more messy, the more who you are, the more real it is, the better. So that's what I would say. Here on this example, it says 3 things I wish I knew about gut health. That's absolutely fine. That doesn't say, Arbonne, 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 which you guys, I will make reels that say, I love my Arbonne greens and here's why, and da 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 da. But like, just make sure you're filtering in some of these in between because these, to me, I call them my net. They are the people who come in, and then while people are now following me, they hear me talking about Arbonne, they see my reels about Arbonne, they see GTC, they see all the things. So I do like a net, and then I do like my Arbonne stuff, and then another net. Get what I'm saying? All right, go ahead. Day 7, Miss Sabrina.
Sorry, I was responding to Jen. Yes, I use hashtags for sure on my reels because here's the thing, if you're not using hashtags, it's fine. Your current people will see it. But when you use hashtags, other people that are following a specific hashtag, this will come up in their feed. Or if they go and search a hashtag and yours is tagged, it'll come up in the feed. So yeah, I definitely use hashtags. I don't get too crazy with it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I'll even ask ChatGPT sometimes, hey, what are the top 10 hashtags about gut health right now? And then I'll just copy and paste it. So day 7, engagement. There's so many tools. Here's the thing: social media is just a tool, and sometimes people get a little bit in their head about like how they show up or what will people think. Here's the thing: your social media is not really for your friends and family. Your social media is for people that want to actually learn and be a part of what you're offering. I see it, and you guys might. This is how I kind of adjusted my mindset around social media about a year ago or so, and you might get it as soon as I say this. My social media is entertainment for people. I want to
Mm-hmm.
entertain people. I want them to feel happy. I want them to feel um, excited. I want them to feel encouraged. And I want to be interesting. I want to help people. But my number one thing is it's entertainment. People don't watch TV anymore. They watch social media. And so now, ever since I turned that and kind of flipped that switch, is like I'm here as entertainment. It has changed how I show up in my social. And so like even looking at these, engaging challenges, using polls and different questions and quizzes, all those kind of things. Like even if you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, copy this in to ChatGPT and say, hey, I'm a Arbonne rep. This is my challenge for today. What should I do? Tell me how to do it. Like it'll tell you step by step what to do. It's so simple. But like these posts and these challenges and these quizzes, people love that stuff. Like they love it. If they didn't love it, it wouldn't be a
Yeah.
tool.
And And two, just so you guys know that when you do these little tricks, the day 7, like the questions and like the sliders and stuff like that, that people have to engage with you, it actually, the more people that engage with you, the farther Instagram and Facebook will actually push your stories onto new viewers. So if you make it super fun or even funny, it doesn't have to be Arbonne related. You could be like this or that, this or that. Do you like this outfit or this one? Do you like, should I eat this or this today? It doesn't have to be super, brainy or anything like that. But the more people who respond to stuff like that, the farther your story will go. Okay,
Absolutely.
week 2, grow and sell with confidence. All right, so day 8, you guys share a testimonial. If you don't do this, I swear I love these. And literally, once you get this like whole document in this presentation, if you wanted to get a piece of paper, this is what I would do. And I'm going to do actually is write down all the like tips in a row. So all the different days, the 14, and just do it as a checklist, like Sabrina said, to make sure that I'm doing it. And then just do it on repeat. So like do a reel that's generic and then do a testimonial and then like follow it to a T. And if you just keep doing that, you're going to be successful. So some of the testimonials that work the best, if you have a 7-day or a 30-day before and after, you guys, it's freaking magic. Those ones are amazing. You do not have to use yourself either, you guys. If you feel like you don't have one yet, especially in stories, use somebody else's, use Sabrina's, use mine, use Jacqueline's, whatever. It doesn't matter, because proof that the product worked doesn't matter. Like some people, when they're new, they're like, well, I don't have any clients yet who have had results yet. So the product has had results without you before you started. So showcase what the product can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So showcase what that product can do. Customer excellence. If you have somebody, a PC who said something super nice to you, like, thank you so much for always being there for me and being so great, I will screenshot those and put them in my story and be like, I love my clients, like a cry emoji, like something like that. Team members' journeys, share like You guys, when we have these meetings or we have a specialty nutrition event or whatever, Zooms, you had one earlier today, you can record them and then tag the person who spoke or tag like a quote that you loved and then put that on your story. Because guess what? People watching are going to go, oh, wait, they have support. They have something to plug into. There's a community. Everything that you do is showing your audience what they get when they join you, use the
Bingo.
product, or are part of your community. Yeah.
Bingo. I mean, like when we share, I mean, I see it all the time from people that are moving and shaking in their business where they're taking screenshots of this kind of stuff, the DAs, look, these are our resources. We're not doing it to brag. We're doing it to show people that we have resources for them to tap into. So this stuff's free for you right now. Like what we're doing right now, this is free advertising for advertising.
Honestly, I'm going to
Advertising.
do this. I want you guys all to pick up your phone real quick, and I want you to take a picture of this day 8, okay? And I want you to share it to your social media. And you can tag me or not, or tag Sabrina. You don't really have to tag a couple of your teammates, whatever. I want you to post it tonight, and I want you to write team leadership call and something about training on social media, how to be an expert at social media and automation.
Boom.
People are going to be like, wait, what? They trained them on how to do social media and they're going to teach them how to do automation. Okay, maybe I didn't look at Arbonne like well enough before. Maybe I need to put fresh eyes on Arbonne, right?
Yeah.
And so everything that we do, you guys, is a tool. That's why we put these things into place, because everything that you put on social media tells your clients and your prospects, do I want to join this person? Do they have the tools? Do they have the community? Like, is this something I want to be a part of or not?
Bingo. I love it.
All right, your turn.
Day 9, day 10. I'm not going to go over all these other ones in detail because we've got like 7 minutes left on this call, but you're going to get this as assets. You can go through these, educate your audience, handling objections. We do we just did actually handling objections call. Guess what? We did a leadership training on that. It's all there for you, right? So here's some more action steps and examples of actual objections and how to walk through it. All that, let's see, I'm going to scan through these examples of each day. It's so simple. It's all laid out for you. So we're going to post these on the team page for you guys so you'll have them. I'd say challenge yourself to do a full 30 days of this. There's actually, I think there's 14 days of this. And one thing about being consistent, especially on social media, is your team notices it as well. And actually, Kendra, I know I asked her to share a few words. I know she's in the middle of wrangling kids and dinner. Kendra, when you get a second, if you can unmute, let me know. Because Kendra is somebody who has a really good presence on social media, and like everybody notices when she's on fire. Everybody's like, oh, what's Kendra doing? And her business, there's a direct correlation with her, more so than I've seen with anybody else. When her social media and she is sharing, like when that's on point, area qual every time, area qual. And so, Kendra, would you just share a little bit of that? Wait, I think you just froze a little bit. Maybe.
Is that better?
I can hear you.
Can you not see me?
Nope. You frozen.
Oh, shoot.
There you go.
Hold
Now
on.
you're good.
Okay. Okay.
Running away from the kids.
I am. I'm running. I had to run outside. So I have been in Arbonne now, I think just over 2 years. And I started out with just using the products. I really wasn't going to do the consultant thing. And then I saw there was potential. And then I started out just using a few of the products. Like I think I started with like the greens, the fizz, that kind of stuff. And I just started like posting every day, like how it was helping me, kind of what it does, and like that, and like how I've tried so many in the past, and that and all of it tastes gross. Like at first I even thought the Arbonne greens were gross until I learned the key. You got to mix a fizz if you're just using the straight green, or mix it in like a shake or something. But I just like was sharing how it helped me, everything it did, and I think people just started seeing that. And then I do sometimes have I just kind of fall off. I do really good. I post, and then I fall off because I get busy with the kids and all that kind of stuff. So I just like really try at least like, I work out every day and then I try and like post something like, oh, I am following it up with this or that. And I think people just really like, they start watching you and then they're like, oh, okay, this is actually doing something for her. And then I also post, my whole family has had a lot of great testimonies. So I post a lot of their stuff, lots of pictures, like before and after, or like their products of what they're using. And so I think that really helps. I try not to do a lot of like graphics. I mean, I'll post like some every once in a while, but I think that's a big key. But now I just need to be really consistent about doing it all the time. And I think with your guys's new system, that'll really help me. And yeah.
I love it,
And
Kendra.
I have another testimony I have to share. My mom, she's going through menopause really, really bad. And right before GTC, she actually went to the doctor and got like put on a medication because her hot flashes and like she couldn't sleep. She was like, felt like her body was like coming out of itself. So we get back from GTC after we got the new support. And
Uh-oh, we lost you. I want to hear this so badly. Ah. We're all like, everybody was like, wait, what? What happened? Nope.
hold on.
Oh, wait, now we're good.
Okay, now I'm back in the house. Hold on.
Tell us what happened.
So my mom started using it 3 days. See if this is any better.
Mhm.
3 days of using the Meno support, and she had zero hot flashes, zero symptoms, nothing at all. She is like, this is a game changer. I am completely cutting off all the medications from the doctor that they gave. And so that is like huge. And I'm really going to start like posting about her testimony. She doesn't do social media, or I would have her kind of post. But I think that is huge for a lot of women because, like, for her, she got so bad to the point she went to the doctor, and nobody wants to be put on that stuff from the doctor. And so if they can find this like good supplement that, now that we have, I think it'll be very beneficial to a lot of women. So that was another exciting thing I had to share tonight because she's like, you have to, I was telling her I was going to talk tonight. She's like, you have to tell them about my stuff I've been doing. And
I
so,
love it.
yeah.
You know what would be really cool too is you have her just like text it to you and then you can share a screenshot of that. I think that's
Oh, good
so
idea.
powerful. Oh, I
Yeah,
love that,
good
Kendra.
idea.
It's so good. It's so
It
good.
is.
It's when you take out all the graphics. I mean, we like the graphics for like stories on occasion, but when you don't post that and you just post like what you really think and what you really are, doing,
Hmm.
it makes such a big difference. It's so
Yeah.
good. And I know that that's why your network is so responsive because that's how you share. You share very
Hmm.
genuinely, and I just love that, and that's why I asked you to share
Well,
tonight.
thank you.
So good. Thank you for sharing all that. Tell your mom, awesome, awesome job. I
I
love
will.
so
Thank
good.
you.
Yes. Okay, so we've got a good amount of time left in the month, you guys. Like great amount of time left. Like I mentioned, we've got that district manager in 1 month. If you are already a district, if you got a couple of consultants, if you have a couple of people that haven't signed up yet, that have been thinking about it, get those people signed up and get them to district. Okay. For me, when I went region, it took me 3.5 years. I've had 6 people promote to region in my organization, and every single one of them did it in like half the time that I did and less. However long it took you, whatever your journey is, doesn't have to be your whole team's. Maybe it took you 7 years to go district. Who cares? But that doesn't have to be everybody in your organization's journey, right? Wouldn't that be silly? Like they come on, they're at 2,000, it's district in 1 month, but it took you 7 years to go district, so you never tell them. Like, right? That sounds silly when we say it like that, but sometimes we process that stuff differently in our heads. So there's a ton of time left. Get into activity in person and on social. Share your in person stuff on social. That is the key. Show that. Show that. So, that being said, that's what we're gonna wrap it up for our team call. I'm gonna end this, but if you're in Christy, Kristen, or my organizations, we're gonna do a little sneak peek of some stuff here that we're working on. Feel free to stay on, but I am gonna end the recording just so I can start a new one. Just so I can start a new one.